So Labor Day is coming, and I have all sorts of tips and really great sheets that you can pick up over at Fresh Market, from setting up your cocktail bar to little cookies and things like that. And we're making lamb chops today, marinated, little maple syrup, garlic, thyme, and lemon. Just going to simply grill them, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to do some sides. Labor Day, we shouldn't be working. We should be enjoying our time, whether it's at sunset or whether it's having a pool party and friends gathered. So stay with me throughout the hour. I'm going to show you how to make the marinade. The first lamb chops are grilling with the lemon, and I think it's going to be a great end of the summer feast. That's right, lots of flavor, and when it all goes on the grill or the griddle pan, all the flavors marry, which is really great. So let's get started with the marinade. Using that high quality olive oil, about 2/3 to a cup of olive oil. Now we're going to go real heavy on the garlic. I love the garlic when we're cooking with lamb. So I have about 10 cloves. And then I'm going to do about 1/3 of a cup of fresh lemon juice. Now whenever a marinade calls for the citrus, I just drop that in as well. It's going to be perfect. We're going to take some sprigs of thyme, and you're always pulling in the opposite direction to get that thyme off. We're going to save some sprigs from the packet because we're going to use that as garnish, and we're just going to top it on everything. So we're going to give that a really good stir. We're going to do some salt and pepper, and always the coarse salt, kosher salt, sea salt, fresh ground black pepper, and then the maple syrup. And the maple syrup is not going to be too sweet when you balance it out because you have the citrus, the acid from the lemon. So we're going to do about 1/3 of a cup, and make sure you're using the pure maple syrup. Never use the imitation. So this is basically, how easy is that? Anybody can do that, right? That's the marinade. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the lamb chops. If you're buying the whole rack of lamb, you can just cut them 1 to 2 depending on how thick you like them. My family likes them thick, but it's really easier if you're going to be sitting at the beach to have them individual chops. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pour that marinade in the infamous Ziploc bags. I use these for just about any type of marinating. You can let that sit out on the counter for about an hour at room temperature, or if you want to marinate it for 4 hours, it goes in the refrigerator, and then it's going to have to sit back out to get to room temperature. Here we have some right here, and we're going to put it on the griddle pan and get that started. Medium-high temperature. Now you're going to get a little caramelization from the maple syrup, which I think is fantastic. Normally I don't think of maple until we get into the autumn, but this is going to be so delicious. We come back and show you how to grill the corn to get that excess flavor. We'll garnish the lamb, and we will get some other goodies going on. I'll be back in just a few minutes to keep grilling for Labor Day. Well, it is almost done. We have those beautiful maple marinated lamb chops, and I forgot I added just a pinch of crushed red pepper into that marinade, bring up the spice level. Now it's time to save the labor for Labor Day weekend. I bought some vegetable kebabs. They have some that come with pineapple or portobello mushrooms over at the Fresh Market. Brilliant idea to save time and money. You can put some chicken on the grill. I love kebabs. I don't like to mix the protein with the vegetables because they cook at different temperatures. And often pieces of chicken, you have to be a little bit careful if it's cooked all the way through. If you're making hot dogs and hamburgers, up your game. Brioche hamburger buns. They're buttery, they're those French delicious rolls. That's a really great way to make a hamburger or a cheeseburger into a whole nother level. And then Scott Dennis and I were just talking about these Tate's chocolate chip cookies. If you're going to a party, this is the perfect thing to bring, honest. And they now have the little individual baggies. So what I love are the little mini baggies for children. That's going to be really fun. They do have gluten-free, but I have to tell you, I cannot make chocolate chip cookies any better, and I don't want to turn the oven on, so this is a great tip. Of course, you want to have some fruit salad, and you might be having cocktails. In sticking with the maple theme that we have for the lamb, there are some great new mixers that you're going to find in upscale grocery stores. This craft mixer is a maple whiskey sour. All you have to do is take the mixer with your whiskey, or for me, I switch it around and do a little bourbon, zest of orange, and you have a great cocktail. There's elderflower and rosé lemonade, really light. You might want to blend it. You know, frosé is really big around town, those frozen rosés. If you're not too big of a fan of straight rosé, this is a great little slushy drink that you can serve. And of course, nowadays they have all these different grapefruit hibiscus cocktail mixer. You can take a little gin, freeze up some grapefruit juice in your ice cube containers, and that's going to make a great cocktail. So I think we have all our bases covered. Now we can just get ready to serve the lamb. You know, serving it on a platter is really nice because it really looks like you fussed. You don't need to tell anybody that I sent you over to the fresh market to get these kabobs, but they're going to be delicious. A little grilled corn that I've already brushed with a little of the salt and pepper and a pinch of the red pepper just to give it a bite. And we're going to put the platter together, and John Scalzi is going to tuck in soon. Stay with me. It'll be time for a taste in just a few minutes.
Oh, the corn is so good, and I can't wait to try the lamb. I love the lamb. It smells so good in here.
Good. You know, cook it no more than medium. Try to go medium rare. But what happens with that corn is I rolled the butter in the last 5 minutes. It grilled for about 15 minutes on the lower side. Oh. And then right before, I take the lamb chops, the grilled lemon off, everything off, and I roll that corn. So you get that sweetness of the maple syrup and some garlic on it. And the best thing of all, easy recipe, it's all in presentation, folks. Use a big platter, a little couscous underneath, or you could use an orzo salad, and it looks like we worked all day, but
Seriously,
we didn't.
This is incredible. This is amazing. On our website, mysuncoast.com, click on the dining link page, and there you go.
And there you go, John.
Awesome.
That's for you.